So tonight I'm going to be making fried chicken wings. I know a lot of people are thinking fried chicken wings, but most people know how to make them. Well, I found out a lot of people don't, just by word of mouth. So tonight I'm going to be using SAZON, lemon pepper. I have parsley, which I'm going to be using for my second segment. And I also have paprika. I have a Cajun season and my special season, which is going to be branded later. So what we're going to do here, I have washed and cleaned the chicken. For those who have full chicken, just cut them up, rinse them. The best thing to do is buy the party wings. I usually get them. What I have here is a couple of wings here. I didn't want to do too many since I'm going to be cooking a lot of different things tonight. But typically this amount of season, which is you'll see at the list below here under the description of how much season I'm going to use. For this amount of wings, which is about 6 wings, I'm going to use it to my discretion only because I'm making a small amount. But typically this would make about 15 to 20 wings the season that I have listed below if you're planning on having what we call a Super Bowl night. All right, so what I'm going to do here is go ahead and start the season process. Again, since I'm only using a certain amount of seasoning or a certain amount of wings, I'm going to use less seasoning here. So what I'm using is paprika, a SAZON, which is a Goya season. You can find that in the Goya aisle or the Spanish aisle in the grocery store. I'm going to sprinkle some lemon pepper. Okay. And this is basically a seasoned salt, which I'm not going to use too much of. It's to your discretion. Keep in mind those who need to watch their sodium intake. Please be careful. Remember, not the batter, but the flour that I have here has salt in it. So try to monitor your salt. And I'm going to use some of my special seasoning. For the most part, the seasons that I just used, less my special seasoning, basically that season will give you a good flavor, I promise you. If not, leave a comment to me. Alright, so what I'm going to do, rather than get my hands all messy, is with my tongs I'm going to take, I'm just going to swish it around a little. In the meantime, if you're frying with a fryer, by all means start your grease so that it can start getting heated. If you're using a turn knob, put it on about 5 to, well actually put it on 7, because that'll give you a nice good hot grease. I'm using a deep fryer today, electric deep fryer, which I have mine on 400. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to continue to mix these wings up. Look at the color of them. I'll pick one up for you. Again, the wings could be found in the frozen aisle. What I'm doing is trying to make sure that all the seasons are evenly on the wings. I want to zoom in and give you a good view of the wings. Look at that color, it's beautiful. Now we're ready to start frying. So what I'm going to do here with the same seasoning and the flour that we used for my first video, if you haven't seen it, please look up ways to batter your flour. Okay. Again, I'm a one-man business here going on. I usually don't have that much flour, but that'll last me for a while. So what I'm doing is putting this in my pre-seasoned flour, all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put the lid on it. I kind of want to show you how it looks, just to evenly flour it. Usually I would take it right out of here and put it right into the grease, but I'm going to shake it up 1, 2, 3, a couple of times. Just shake it up till it's all covered. You see, you can't even see it. So what we'll do is go with tongues because I don't want to mess my hands up here. I'm going to go and pull one out and just kind of show you what it should look like. Okay. All around it. Always shake it off. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and start the frying process. Again, I will not be releasing any brands or showing any labels of any product that I'm using for endorsement purposes, but definitely look up. You can't go wrong with a good fryer. This is my deep fryer. Try not to expose here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is shake the chicken off, put it on the fryer. Try not to get too much flour to your grease. One way of telling if your grease is ready, if you're using a skillet, is to just, not a lot, but just put a little water away from yourself, and it pops up, you know it's nice and hot. Or take a temperature thermometer and look for the degrees of like 400 degrees. Alright, so with my basket I can hold about, I'm going to say easily about 10 pieces of chicken. Alright, so I'm going to drop this down in the grease. I'm using vegetable oil. Some like to fry it with canola oil or peanut oil. I just prefer vegetable oil. So what I'm going to do is fry this for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes here, and I'll come back. I'll start showing you how it'll look during the process of the frying. I just wanted to come back and kind of show you what the chicken looks like. It's been cooking about 3 minutes here. Alright, popping it back down. Look at that golden look. Without a beer batter, without all kinds of buttermilk or anything else that others use. I mean, I will do later on a buttermilk batter for some other stuff, but including homemade biscuits. I want to just give a shout out while we're here, kind of looking at the grease, to everyone that's been supportive on my YouTube and Facebook channel. Thank you so much. To my family and friends at work. Love you all and keep supporting me. So here is our finished product of the wings. You can do the wings to your discretion. To me, I'm just letting it drain in the basket. I'm going to put a couple here. Usually I will, to kind of expedite the draining process, is I usually put it right here on like a napkin or paper towel and kind of let the grease fade away. But usually with a fryer, as you see, hardly any grease in it. So what we'll do here is I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I do appreciate it. It was quick and easy, right, on how to make fried chicken wings. If you're unsure how to make it, look down below on my ingredients or watch the video over, or just leave a section in the or leave a comment in the section below, and I'll comment and kind of give you some brands that I use. But I'm really not trying to advertise brands at this point.